Hello, my YouTube family and friends. I pray that everyone is having a blessed day thus far. Any day above ground is always a blessing to be alive. We should be dead. We should be dead in our graves, but the Lord saw fit for us to live, and since He allowed us to live, we should rejoice and be glad in this day and in all days that He allows us to live. And let's always try to help somebody, encourage somebody along the way, no matter what you're going through. Ask the Lord to use you in a mighty way so that you can help somebody else. And God will do it. He'll do it every time. But I just wanted to hop on here real quick. I'm on my way back to work. I had to go take my daughter to an event. So the Lord, I had went into the break room, and the Lord allowed me to overhear a conversation. And so, it just literally reminded me. My daughter even said it. I kind of told her about it, and she said, Mom, that's the the situation we were in just a couple of years ago. And I was like, yeah, I thought the same thing. But anyway, what the conversation was, it was just basically somebody talking about how many cars they had, and I don't really know I guess I don't want to say they were bragging. I don't believe they were. It was just a fact. And so the Lord allowed me to hear this, I believe, just to let me know, that's how you sounded. That's how you used to sound before you came into a relationship with me. Before I allowed you to see and to know, who you really are in me. You don't have to, and I'm not talking about this person, I'm saying about myself. I was sort of bragging, because, a lot of times I had to, thank you, Holy Spirit, I had to let people know, what I had going on. It wasn't enough for them to think something, I had to let them know. If they didn't know, I had to let them know, confirm it. So the Lord is just stripping away a lot of things that that I once did, and I thought they were okay, which they were not okay. And when it's not okay with God, it doesn't sit well with Him. We need to make sure that we just quit doing it, because it doesn't make sense to Him. And that's not what He has for our lives. So we need to make sure that we're living the life that's pleasing unto Him. So again, I just wanted to hop on here and share that, because a lot of times we can be arrogant, we can be prideful, and not even realize what we're doing. We don't even realize it. We don't even realize it because we've done it so much that it's just like, it seems like it's okay. It seems like, what's wrong with what I'm doing? And there were quite a few times when where at my old job back in Tennessee, I wasn't really tuned into what was really going on. I thought I was tuned into what my coworkers were dealing with or going through, but I hadn't even touched the surface of it, because a lot of times, when we're talking and going on about what we have, and you just don't know how that comes off to somebody else. That it could be somebody that's overhearing that conversation and they're struggling. It's all they can do. They may not even have a car, and here I am, or here I was, just bragging. And I think in a lot of cases I didn't mean to, but that's just how it came across. So we have to be mindful of that. My late husband used to tell me that all the time. He said, you just don't know what people are going through, and how you may not mean it. He would tell me, you may not mean it that way, but that's not how they heard it, And again, you can say things 100 times. I've actually had this happen, and a person still hear what they want to hear. You'll ask them later, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And they'll say, yeah, and I'm like, that's not what I said. But so, you can't change the way people or what they hear from you and how they're hearing it or how they want to hear it. You can't change that, but God knows your heart. He knows, your intention of saying whatever you said or doing whatever you did. But again, we must be mindful, be considerate of other people, and, just be mindful of what we share. Because a lot of, as I think back on a lot of things that I used to share, some of that stuff was, it wasn't need to know information for everybody. And, if people ask you, about, I don't know, a certain type of thing about your life or whatever, I get, I assume that's fine. But, if you're just, wanting to showcase and be seen, that's what I was doing, then that's the way it's going to be perceived, because, that's what you're doing. You're doing exactly what you're going to get back, exactly what you're giving out. You want to be seen, you want to be noticed, so that's how it's going to come across. So, let's just be mindful. Again, we're thinking everybody is not, good. Everybody's not, okay. So let's just be mindful and be alert of who's around us, and, who's, it's people, as I stated, they're going through things. So, be mindful of what people are going through, and, just ask the Lord for you to be sensitive to what people are dealing with. Because, again, we all are going through something, but with the help of Jesus Christ, we're going to make it through. Thank you all for listening. Bye-bye.